Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics/Non-Classics. This is episode number 534 and Doubleshot number 441. Two trades, like the title suggests, though these are the last trades released for these particular series. First up, it is Infamous Iron Man Volume 2, The Absolution of Doom, collecting the last 6 issues of the series, 7 through 12. Like I've said previously when I reviewed Volume 1, this is basically the Fantastic Four without the Fantastic Four. It's a Doctor Doom Iron Man, it's Doctor Doom ongoing series, which I got to admit, basically this was a fantastic series to read. Though it did basically just has, just Iron Man just capturing villains, him getting briefly captured by Riri Williams, which her popping up in this title is not that surprising, because why not? Bendis writes both this title and of course Invincible Iron Man, so this made perfect sense. Though they ended this prior to Iron Man hitting its 593rd issue. Though whenever I get a chance to review the most recent storyline, when I get up to it, I will get my thoughts on how bizarre and weak the story is. But this is amazing. They do resolve the plot thread of the evil the Maker being here. It turns out this is not really Reed Richards at all. It's actually, what was his name? Mephisto. Yes, Mephisto. Almost forgot to mention. Written by Veronica Bendis, obviously, with artwork by Alex Believe and Matt Holsworth. Yep. Also, Sharon Carter pops up in here. Doctor Strange, which I'm not surprised about that because of a long history that these two have had since the 70s. Yeah. And the series ends on a cliffhanger, which, as far as I know, the Invincible Iron Man is not basically followed. But this cliffhanger, it is revealed that that Tony Stark's last girlfriend here before he fell into coma is pregnant. As for who the father is, it's probably Tony Stark because, as far as I know, she and Doctor Doom never had sex. So it's obviously Tony Stark. And I gotta admit, this was a terrific cliffhanger to end the series on, but as far as I know, they have not resolved this. Now, whenever they have Doctor Doom as, of course, Iron Man appear in the current Iron Man book, they always use the Alex Maleev artwork because, well, he did the series. Though for some reason, it kind of feels like his pages kind of feel like it should have been for this particular series if it not had been canceled after 12 issues. Which I tend to wonder though. Why was this book canceled? This book was a really damn good book. I never counted a bad issue throughout these entire 12 issues. So I kind of wonder though, why was it canceled? As far as I knew, it probably was canceled low sales. Though that's probably because of Marvel's terrible marketing system, which apparently they're still kind of using. Though when this series ended last year, nobody knew the series was ending. The series just abruptly ended after 12 issues, which I know Marvel's had this problem for the past couple years. Whenever they end a title, it just abruptly ends. Though recently, Marvel has making announcements of when series are ending, which thank God to fix that dumb problem they've had. But this series is really good. The issues in here are really good. And I did feel as though Bendis did wrap up pretty much when it comes to storyline for the series. He did wrap it up. But in the case of, let's say, that plot thread, as far as I know, has not been resolved. Maybe resolved in issue 600, but who knows. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. It's really damn good. Let me show some artwork in here by the awesome Alex Believe. Yeah, I almost forgot. Ben Grimm pops up in like every issue of this whole series. Yep. Next up is the final trade for this one as well. Gotham Academy, second semester, volume 2, The Ballad of Ollive Silverlock. Written by Brandon Fletcher, Carl Klitzler, and Becky Cohen. With artwork by, if I can find the right page here, Adam Archer. Yep. The Car of Midnight Star, which is in here, that's done by John Lum. This book contains issues 4 and 9 through 12. 4 is just a standalone issue that just really nothing really to the main story. The final 4 issues of the series kind of wraps up the whole thing with Olive being possessed by a member of Oswald Cobblepot's family. I think it's his grandmother or something. And Two-Face pops up in here along with Batman. Heck, even Damian shows up in here, which is amazing. I'm not surprised Damian popped up in here because, well, he was briefly a student for like 1 issue. Heck, you even get a chance to see him put on his Robin costume. And you get a chance to go to Gotham Manor. Not Gotham, Wayne Manor. This is one fantastic series as well. And when this series ended, I'm kind of like, why would you end such a good title, DC? I'm sure for a lot of people, this was a cult favorite for a lot of people for the past, I'd say, about 3 years this title was publishing. Yeah, this title started publishing back, I think it was like 2014. Yeah, this book started back in 2014 simply as Gotham Academy. And then after issue 18, the series was relaunched as Gotham Second Semester, which ended up to 12 issues. I still, for the life of me, do not know why this series ended. Because out of all the Bat books that didn't feature like Batman himself, this is probably one of the best titles that DC published when it came to Batman-centric books that didn't have Batman as the main character. Batman himself did pop up for a couple issues of this whole entire series. Yeah, for this particular series, this only popped up at least a couple times. In the original series, popped up at least once or twice as far as I can tell. There was at the end of issue 6, actually it was 8, there was a possibility that the school might be shut down, but the school got reopened, thanks to probably a donation from Bruce Wayne. And of course Two-Face got taken down here as well. It was nice to see the Penguin pop in here as well, which was amazing. And that's really it. Maybe the series ended because that's where the writers want to end it. I don't know. But I think for a lot of people, that this series ending was a bad thing to do because people just love these characters. People like Olive, Maps, and a bunch of other characters. Heck, the artwork for the series, which is done by, what's his name here? Kind of forgot his name. Adam Archer. Yes, did pretty much like every single issue of this entire series, both this one and the original Gotham Academy series. And I have reviewed pretty much every single trade related to this series so far, including their crossover with Lumberjane, which was amazing. That crossover made perfect sense to happen. Because, well, both titles are very similar, and I guess DC is like, okay, why not crossover with the title from Boom Studios? It's actually very popular, Lumberjanes. Which, still, I have not read any issues of Lumberjanes. The only thing I read of Lumberjanes is that crossover with Gotham Academy. But, like with Vince Iron Man, great book. I give this book also a 9.5 out of 10. It's just really damn good. Still sad the series had to go. I just kind of wish they would have told if the writers were done what they want to tell, why didn't they continue the series with, I don't know, different writers? Like, I don't know, you could have brought in pretty much anybody who wrote previously the Bat books, at least anybody who knows how to write teenagers. I mean, you could have brought out Peter Tomasi. You could have had him write Gotham Academy. That would have been interesting. But nope, you wanted to end the series. Now, combined total issue, if you combine the numbering for this series and, of course, Gotham Academy, the original one, this is basically a 30-issue comic book. Yeah, 30 issues. I don't think it published an annual. I don't think it ever did. Which is surprising, though. It would have fit definitely do an annual for this series. Another series that was started publishing at the same exact time, Gotham at Midnight, that had an annual published. This series, no, it never did. Alright. So, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 535 and Doubleshot number 442, where I'm going to talk about 2 Marvel trades, both by really good writers. Alright? And those trades, believe it or not, the issues contained there are the last issues before the series were renumbered to their triple digit number. Excuse me. Okay? Also, when that series ended, it kind of felt like you could have told more story there. Unlike Miss Iron Man, there's a little bit more story you could tell, but in the case of Gotham Academy, there was plenty of story to tell. But this series ended last year, and I keep thinking, though, to this day, why couldn't it continue? This is basically, I mean, it hasn't been that long since the series ended. I know it ended, I think it ended like last summer, I think it was, but I'm not really sure exactly when. Right? So, I will see you all in my next video, which I'll talk about those 2 Marvel traits, which you'll find out what those are in my next episode, okay? But until I see you in the next episode, bye.